Every animation you are looking at right now, the motion graphics, the text overlays, the transitions, Claude Fable 5 did all of it. And here's the part that is going to sound too good to be true until you watch it happen. I dropped in a raw clip. I wrote one prompt and then I just let it run. Claude cut the dead space, it built the graphics, it added the captions, it scored it, and it exported it. No terminal, no editing background, no Premiere Pro whatsoever. Just the Claude app. You've probably already got open right now. Claude is one agent that reads your footage, it understands it, and it chains together real professional tools to take a raw clip all the way to a finished export. Claude handles that boring 80% and you stay in charge of the 20% that actually matters. Now, in today's video, I am going to show you exactly how to set this up for yourself so you can transcribe, cut, animate, and edit your videos all inside Claude. And also, if you want to follow along, every prompt and every file that I'm going to be using today, it's all inside our free school community. 30k people are currently in there building real cool stuff, and I want you to be one of them. Now, the link is down in the description, but right now let's hop over to the PC and let's get started. So here's the whole pipeline in just one flow. Raw footage in, Claude cuts it, builds the graphics, adds the captions, drops in music, exports the final file. So let's build it from nothing right now, okay? So the best thing about this setup is that I barely do any of it by hand. Claude Fable 5 installs its own tools. I just point it at the right place and I let it do all of the work. Now, let me show you exactly that right now so that you can follow along, okay? So here's the skill that does the actual editing, okay? It's called video use. Now, it's free and also it's open source, and it's the brain of this whole thing. It reads the transcript, it finds the bad takes and the silences in between, and it makes the proper cuts. And when it's time to put motion graphics on top, it hands that job to a rendering engine that's called Hyperframe, which builds each graphic as code. So video use runs the edit, and then it calls on Hyperframes to draw out the visuals. The cool part is that one skill drives everything. You never touch Hyperframes directly. Now, watch how I install it, because I don't do it by hand. I grab the GitHub link and then I drop it into the code tab, and then I tell Claude to set it up for me, and then it's going to read the file first, and then it's going to install the repo, and then it's going to wire up FFmpeg, and then it's going to register the skill, and it's going to ask me for my key when it needs it. Now, FFmpeg, by the way, is the tool that stitches your clips together and then renders the final file, and Claude installs it in the same step, so it's just part of the flow. Now, when it's all done, it just tells me that it's ready and it waits for me to drop in the footage. Now, the last part is the key, 11 labs scribe. And this is where the precision comes from. Most AI editors transcribe your video and then it guesses at all the cuts. Scribe gives Claude word-level timestamps. It's so cool that it knows exactly when every word starts and ends, down to the literal millisecond. And that's why the cuts land so clean instead of just clipping your words halfway when you're busy saying them. So I head over to 11 Labs, I grab my API key, and the first time Claude runs an edit, it asks me to paste it right there, so I don't even have to go hunting for where it goes. It's literally asking for it, and that's basically the setup. Now, let me edit something. Here is my raw clip, and it's just a couple of minutes, it's one take, and it's a mess, but that is actually on purpose. So there's some dead space, there's a bunch of filler, a lot of ums and uhs and likes and and all of those things. There's a long pause where I kind of lost my train of thought, and there's one spot where I said the same sentence about 3 times. Now, I'll drop that file into the project folder, and in the code tab, I type in one thing: start a new project for this raw clip and do a rough cut. Now, here's what's happening under the hood. Scribe transcribes the whole recording with word-level timestamps. Claude then reads the transcript, and it maps exactly where every pause, every filler word, every false start where all of it is. And then it finds the ums, the buts, and it finds the repetition words, and then it marks the clean version for us. Now we have to discuss this, and this is something that a lot of the other videos usually skip over. It doesn't just run off and do it. It shows me its plan, it waits for my okay, and then I can simply just take a quick little glance at it, and then I can see what's going on, I can approve it, and then the FFmpeg stitches only the clean parts together. Now watch the timeline. 4 minutes of raw footage becomes under a minute of clean audio. Listen to that repeated sentence. I want to talk to you about how to actually make a good coffee at home without spending a ton of money on it. So most people, they kind of just dump some grounds in and then they hope for the best. 3 takes collapse into just one good one. Every cut lands where it should. There's no clipping, no half words, no breath chopped off mid-sentence. And the best part is that it sounds like I actually meant to say it that way. And if something is just a little bit off, the fix is just talking. Now let's say a word maybe slipped through. Just simply type in, you left a basically in at the start of that line, cut it. Now, Claude finds the exact word in the transcript and then it adjusts. There's no scrubbing, no eraser tool, just a sentence. Now, you know on the channel, we like to go that extra mile. One rule before we move on, lock the rough cut in now. Basically because once the graphics go on top, going back to change the edit usually gets pretty messy. So, as you can see, I am pretty happy with this. Now, let's make it look like it was produced. This is where it goes from a clean talking head to someone actually made this. I start with a fresh chat to keep things clean, and then I'll give it one prompt, plan a motion graphic for each segment, and then build them. Claude then reads back through the transcript, it works out what each segment is about, it decides what visual would support it, and then it builds one per session. Text cards, animated callouts, the occasional data viz, the logo placements, all of it. It's deciding based on what I'm actually saying. Now, I'll be staying with you about the first pass. It's going to look pretty strong, but it's about 80% there. Now, the taste, the part that makes it look like it's your channel instead of like a generic AI output channel, that's the second pass, okay? And the second pass is basically just involving more talking. You could say stuff like, make the Claude orange, not default blue. Drop my logo PNG onto the intro graphic, for example. That instance is too fast. Slow it down for me, please. And here's the thing that makes this bearable instead of such a painful task. Each change only re-renders the section you changed. Adjust one graphic at the 2-minute mark, and Claude then rebuilds that section and it leaves the rest alone. So the loop is pretty fast. So I go through all of it, graphic by graphic, and I give it my eye. Now there are 3 quick little things left over, and then once we finish them, we have a completed finished video. Captions are first because we already have that word level transcript. Captions cost nothing extra. Claude already knows every word and every timestamp. So all I'm actually doing is telling it how to show them. Now the font that I really like is a font that's called Cool Vetica. It's clean, it's readable, and it just gives that awesome punch on screen. And the words animate in as I say them. It's not like just a static image that you're looking at. It's not like just a ticker. It's just the words landing perfectly in sync. Now, one prompt that I can type in is add captions using the existing transcript, and then done. And that's the best part about Fable 5. It's able to cleanly execute tasks and understand what needs to be done. Now next, I want to add in some music. So I'm going to find the right track on my PC, and then I'm going to point Claude at that file, and then I tell it the level. Now for talking head background music, I usually land around -22 or -23 decibels. That's usually the sweet spot, but you need to play around with it to see what's perfect for you. Now Claude lays it in at that level across the whole video. There's no keyframing, no manual fades. It's a simple path and a number. And now it's time for the export. We are done. Export the final video. Claude then renders it, adopts a copy in my downloads, and it keeps the whole project intact in the project folder. I haven't lost anything. if I needed to change one graphic tomorrow, the project is right there still waiting for me. So look at what just happened. I dropped in raw footage. Claude read it, it cut it, it built motion graphics for every segment, it captioned it, it scored it, and exported a finished file. I made the creative calls. I never micromanaged the timeline. Now, if you want the full prompt library, the skill files, the exact setup that we just walked through, all of it is in our free school community. The link is down in the description below. And also, if you want to see what else Claude can take off your plate, the research, the scripting, the scheduling, the posting, all you have to do is subscribe. Because honestly, we are just getting started. And there's a bunch of other videos that I'm pretty sure you are going to love. Check out the channel and also give this video a like since you made it till the end. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.